Stober. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to do a channel to cover some of the changes I made in my track car, and then we're going to go to the track and see what those changes equate to in lap times. In the past, I've done grip level changes or power changes, and they were more obvious on my lap times. This time we're going out with a more subtle change. I'm 80 pounds lighter. I took 80 pounds off the car, so we're going to go to the same track I was at previously and see what that means for the lap times. Just to give you a brief rundown of the car, it's a 1995 BMW M3. It's LS powered. It's got MCS three-way adjustable suspension. It's got Porsche Brembos off of 996. It's a common BMW swap. And then for wheels, I'm running Apex Arcades with Hoosier tires, 275 squared. Moving back, full roll cage with the subframe tied in. And then a cool feature of my car, I've got an S1 sequential shifter in there. It's still a T56 transmission. I still have to use the clutch, but it changes your H pattern magically into a sequential forward and back only pattern. It's good because I have 0 driver aids in this car, so I have no ABS, so I'm heel toe because I don't have auto blipping either, so I got a heel toe so my feet stay real lively down there. So it's nice to not be able to money shift. I've got an AIM cluster, which I'm new to, so I'll be getting everything rolling with the telemetry or stuff like that when I get going. Going back, last cool feature is this wing. It's a Hard Motorsports wing mount with the APR wing. It's got my own mounting system though, so my mount goes right to my subframe. So I have an aluminum subframe I made and bolted it right to the chassis. So nothing is bolted to the trunk lid. It goes straight through the trunk lid to my aluminum subframe. It's really solid. I can shake the whole car. And so that's about it. We'll go into more stuff in future episodes in more detail. Right now, let's look at how I took the 80 pounds off. The weight savings I'm doing at the front of the car, using these Leon Motorsports aluminum bumper mounts with the Schroet fabric toe straps. These take off 5 pounds, 6 ounces, as opposed to the stock BMW units on the E36 with the stock BMW tow hook. What's pretty cool about these Leon units too, they use a rib welded on right at the bottom, 2 holes so you can mount your splitter rods right to the bumper mount, which is pretty cool. Cost about $300, so a little expensive. And then the other thing I did was I drilled the bumper structure full of holes. Took off 2 pounds using a hole saw. All right, so the doors are all mounted up. These are from the Big Duck Club. They weigh about 7 pounds each. So after I put the mirrors and latches and stuff on them, I'm at 10 pounds on each side. The construction is a carbon fiber panel on the outer, and then it's bonded to a fiberglass frame. The fit was a little sketchy. I had to massage my hinges here and get them to, I ovalized the holes so I could have a back and forward adjustment on the doors so I could get it to latch properly. That's about it. So also, I forgot to mention 10 pounds of my weight savings with some air conditioner pieces, which I fully didn't take off when I was working on the car before. Busy life. Whoops. Cool. This is the first hot laps time trial session for today. So I got my Hoosiers on, going out. I'm gonna try to beat my 139 from last time out.
Well, Tom.
That was wild. My Hoosiers are done for, I think. Slippery. Let's check my time.
I'll tell you.
Where's my phone? Oh, yeah. What is it?
38.3.
Oh, shit. Sick. 39s last time was the best I could do, so I improved a little bit. And I need new tires.
Well, what was impressive was you drifted it coming onto the straightaway on the 38.3 lap.
So there can be improvement. So yeah, something's wrong with my door. So maybe we can hit a 37.
I think it's possible.
Yeah. Sweet.
Right on.
All right, this is the last hot lap session of the day. I did a 138.3 as my fastest lap from the earlier session. So I'm gonna try to dip a high 137 if I can. I had some slipping, sliding going on the first round. So let's see if I can clean it up. All right, so what exactly happened this weekend? As predicted, I couldn't feel a change of 80 pounds lighter. That's gonna require more controlled testing where we reduce or eliminate as many variables as possible, like air pressure, ambient temperature, and engine temps. Try to control a little bit more. Maybe we could see later braking, stuff like that. But the main thing was, last time I went to this track a few weeks ago, I lived in the 139s. I couldn't get out of the 139s. This time I stayed in the 138s, getting as low as a 138.1. So it was impressive. The car felt great. I couldn't necessarily say it was because of the 80 pounds up front. So maybe in future episodes I can get more controlled if I get a private track day, something like that. But also something to note just in general in my track times. I started this weekend with my Hoosiers with 22 heat cycles. So I did 23 and 24 heat cycles on Saturday, and then 25 and 26 on Sunday. I did speed up on Sunday, almost getting out of the 138s, but nobody that whose opinion I regard highly says that my Hoosiers have plenty of life. Everybody is saying they're done for. This is my first set of Hoosiers, so they're out of here. I'll probably get a second set for the upcoming track weekend, but I'll see how that goes.